title is Director of Special Projects - Fatherhood. Does that mean you are director of many special projects or just this one? And whom do you report to?
Donna Rubeck.
And that person's position is?
She's brand new, so I think she's an associate commissioner.
So how many levels down are you from the commissioner?
From the commissioner, 3.
So you have to go through two people before you can get to the commissioner.
Yeah.
And is your fatherhood project full-time for you, or do you have other duties as well?
No, it's full-time.
And how long has the position existed?
Over 2 years.
And have you been in it the full amount of time?
Yeah. I mean, I started the position when the position was created.
That was my question.
Well, and this is, probably I think this is right now, I'm not sure, but I think this may be the only state that has taken that step.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the report that was done by the Urban Institute in 2006,
Yeah.
entitled "What About the Dads? Child Welfare Agencies' Efforts to Identify, Locate, and Involve Non-Resident Fathers." And I'm sure you're aware of the fact that it was a study of 4 states, of which Massachusetts was one. And the results are deeply incriminating. It's couched in nice language, but you yourself have used language which I can't interpret in any other way other than rank bias. Now, I've never personally had any involvement with PSS. It's not part of my life, but I've been counseling fathers for about 13 years, and I'm not happy about what I see. I'm pretty upset about it. I don't see any reason here to be lighthearted about it. We have perfectly good fathers who come to your agency and experience all the things you laughingly ticked off and that other people mention more seriously. I want to know what you're going to do about it. It doesn't sound like very much. We just had a new legislation that changed the name. Let me just finish. I won't go on much more. We just had legislation that changed the name of the department and also made a number of other changes. And one of the things it did was create a commission to look into the role of grandparents. Were you consulted in that legislation? Were you asked to give your opinion?
No.
Why not? You have this damning report from a respected research agency about the serious deficits in the way fathers are treated. And we now have a law that creates a grandparent commission, but no father commission. So what gives here?
Okay, can I respond now?
I don't think humor is in order here.
Well,
I mean, just to give you one example from this report, in those cases where fathers have indicated a desire to have their children live with them, in only 8% of the cases did these agencies make any effort to place the children with these fathers, and these are cases in which the mothers have already failed. I don't know what's so funny about this.
Yeah, let the man speak. Don't attack him.
Yeah, I don't think he's laughing.
Well,
Keep a friendly environment. Okay.
I may have an uncomfortable smile, and I'm sorry about that. It's not a lack of respect, but I am involved with the people doing that study. What that study is looking at particularly how agencies work with fathers, and it led to a focus on what's called non-residential fathers, which is fathers who are not at home. And that other study has just been published, whose information I cited when I talked about the impact of the involvement of non-residential fathers when the children were in foster care. It's a follow-up study, and if you want to, I can send that to you. I'm also involved in a project that they decided to fund. This is the Department of Health and Human Services. They decided to fund a project to promote, actually, let me just say exactly. What they want to understand is what is the impact on children if a child welfare agency is routinely reaching out to and including fathers who are not at home in their work. And they funded that. They have 4 sites around the country, and I'm on the advisory board.
With all due respect, I've been a researcher. Well, we don't need research on this. We need action.
Well, let me finish.
Why do we have to prove that fathers are a positive influence in the lives of their children?
Let me try to because I really believe in having mutual respect. If you ask me a question, I want to have a mutual respect in answering it. We may not agree. That's okay. And you may think that everything that I do is bogus, no matter what I say. I can't change that. I feel very comfortable in what I'm doing right now in that I do think that it is a huge struggle to change practice in the organization with 3,500 people. It is not easy, and we're trying to change an ingrained culture.
But they have placed you, this is not an attack on you. Your motives I respect. But they have placed you far down in this bureaucracy.
I'm not far down the bureaucracy.
You're 3 levels down from the
I
commission.
just met with the commissioner yesterday.
You're 3 levels down.
Well, if you...
There's
if
no
that's-
institutional respect for what you're doing.
Okay, if
And it's
that's...
one of the most critical things the department ought to be doing.
Maybe you could write to him and express that.
And I do have to ask them, why did you not reach out to this organization instead of them reaching out to you? And I happen to run an organization like this. Between the two of us, you know, my organization has 4,500 fathers who want desperately to be involved in the lives of their children. You didn't reach out to me either.